everybody. It's Sharonda, and I am here to talk to you a little bit about the Warriors Convention that's coming up. And I have a very, very special guest, which really is not a special guest. It is our CEO, our founder of the Sickle Cell Consortium, Dr. Lakia Bailey.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hey, Dr. Bailey.
Hi there. Hi, Sharonda. Hi, everyone.
Oh my goodness. So, Dr. Bailey, we are here to talk about the convention. It is coming up. I'm not even going to say the date because I don't want to trigger you, sis, because it's coming very, 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 very soon.
Very soon. Painfully soon, but it's good.
Yes, it really is. The Warriors Convention will begin on July 15th through the 20th. And Dr. Bailey is going to tell us a little overview about the convention. She's going to answer any questions that you guys may have and make sure that you have all the information so that you can get there and meet us at the family reunion. Dr. Bailey, can you tell us a little overview about it?
I sure can. I am reposting as well. And so I'm just going to type that in real quick. Should have done it already. Give me 1 second.
No problem.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So those of you that are here, put in the chat, say hi, talk back to me. Y'all know how I like it. Don't be having me sit over here by myself. Say hello. And just know that the Warriors Convention is coming up July 15th through the 20th. I am going to go ahead and pull this up right here. Y'all, I know that a lot of family events are happening this summer, but you don't want to miss the Warriors Convention. Again, it's our 12th annual Warriors Convention. Hey, Melissa. Thank you for saying hi. The 12th annual Warriors Convention is happening. Y'all, the theme this year is a sickle cell family reunion. I should have a little song so that we can go ahead and do, what's that dance that everybody does at all of our cookouts? I can't remember the name, but if y'all know the name, put it in the chat. But I just want to let y'all know that
event page. Can I ask real quick? I'm trying to tag it, but I can't find it.
Yes, ma'am, it is. There is one on the Sickle Cell Consortium's page.
Right. Yeah, y'all. I'll try to come back and tag that later because it is not coming up for me. But I can share all of the good info about it. And we're going to do this live. It's going to be an overview. And then for further questions, like Sharonda said, you're welcome to come and join us for office hours. We're not going to post the link right here, so you will need to request it and we'll DM it to you. You can request it in the chat and we will DM you the direct link to come and join us at office hours. We'll be watching that and watching the chat. So for those of you that have very specific questions that we don't answer here, because this is really just the overview. Questions are going to happen in office hours, and then we can get into all of the details. And so I can give you a lot of info, and I'm going to give a nice brief overview because this is the 12th Annual Warriors Convention. I am sharing this, and I'm really, really excited about it. You all vote. You all are the ones that choose where we go. And you all chose Orlando, Florida. And next year we are in Los Angeles, California. And this year you will vote for where we go in 2027. We vote 2 years out. So those of you that are there, you will be able to vote where we're going next. The convention this year, Orlando, Florida, it will be at the Renaissance Orlando Resort at SeaWorld. It is the 15th, July 15th through the 20th. And it's going to be fantastic. It's action-packed. We have lots of tracks. We have lots of special events. And we have lots of scholarships and information to assist with lodging and different scholarship groups. So I'm going to give a brief overview about those things. Hello. And then you all can request to come to the office hours to ask your specific questions. I'm going to stop frequently to grab some water, y'all. I hope you guys are out there hydrating as well. I think I lost Sharonda. That's okay. I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys all of the things. So I gave you the location. We're in Orlando, Florida. This is WarriorCon. It is the chance for us to all get together as a family reunion. And this year, that is the theme, a sickle cell family reunion. And we are excited to bring us all back, our family. We are bonded by blood and family by choice. And we're so excited to embrace this theme as we pull all our community back together. We do it once a year, and it's always such a fantastic time. We are expecting hundreds of people to come on out and join us. And it's just been amazing, everything that we're able to do and bring together for this community. I'm going to tell you a little bit about some of the tracks that we have. So what are tracks? The tracks are basically designated educational sessions, or it's not just education, it's a lot of empowerment, enrichment, but it's for specific groups. So there's lots of things that are general, and a lot of the track sessions can be attended by anyone. You don't have to be part of that track to attend those sessions unless it is a closed session. There is one closed session for the men's group. There's one or two closed sessions for the caregivers. The young adults have a closed session. I think the post-transplant group have one closed session. But for the most part, anybody can attend to any of them. Being closed just means, like a closed men's group, it is for the men only. Or Moms and Mocktails is for caregiver women who are raising children with sickle cell disease, raising grandchildren, aunts raising, that you're part of the primary caregiver. So that's closed. And that's what I mean by closed. Certain groups, there's a session that's caregiver only. It's not for warriors. So there's some things that are closed. But for the most part, anyone can attend. We have a caregiver track. We have a young adult track. We have a post-transplant. So the post-transplant is very new. It's new this year. And it is the group, they told us they're post-transformative therapies. They're post-gene therapy. They're post-bone marrow transplant. And they wondered, where do they fit? Are they still warriors? And a couple came to me, Christelle and Wumi Bakari, saying that they wanted a platform to do something for this group. Where do they fit? Well, they fit right here. Absolutely happy to create that space for this group. And so there is a track that's dedicated to them. And of course, most of those sessions, anyone can attend. They are general. There is only, I think, one closed post-transplant sort of kickback that they're doing. But everything is for all the people. There's a trait track. I don't think any of the trait track sessions are closed. They're all also general. There are some sessions that kind of overlap. It's maybe for multiple groups. And we will identify all of that, but there's lots of ways to engage. We also have a nursery, which is it's a free nursery. It is for 6 months to 4 years old. We have a children's track, which is for 5 to age 11. And we have a next generation track, which is for ages 12 to 15. And then we have the young adult track, which is here on the list. And that is ages 16 to 22. And each of these groups have an entire agenda, sessions and educational opportunities and fun and empowerment dedicated towards those individuals. We also have some very, very cool special events. We've got our homecoming. So I'll go in order. We're going to start with a cookout, which is on that opening reception on Tuesday, the 15th. And then on Wednesday, we are going to be offering family photography. And so if you want to come as a friend or family group to get your photos together, we have professional photographers that will be there doing family photography. As well as that evening, we have Warriors After Dark. This is divided up. So we have Warriors After Dark Men. It's closed, men only. That's that evening where they have their own intimate discussions of men only in the room. It is adult only as well. There's Warriors After Dark Women, adults only women, and they will have closed sessions and conversations. And then new this year, we're doing Warriors After Dark Caregivers. And this is for caregivers that will have a closed session to just discuss the things that they would like to discuss. After that, we're going to get started and we'll go into the next day, which will be Homecoming is a special event we're doing that day. If you've been to Homecoming, you know we bring in so much fun. There will be the steppers and all of the stuff. It's styled after an HBCU style homecoming. And so the fraternities join us and it's a whole lot of fun. And then our mascot, our Warrior University mascot, sometimes makes an appearance. It's going to be great. On that Friday, we're going to have our 10th anniversary gala. The consortium is actually turning 10 this year. The convention predates the consortium. Started that about 2 years before I started the convention with Tosin Ola of Sickle Cell Warriors, Inc. And so for 2 years, we held the convention, and then the consortium ended up adopting it and continuing to keep it moving forward. And so this is our 12th convention, but we're celebrating our 10th year as an organization, and we are having a black tie gala at the event. All patients and caregivers, all warriors and caregivers that are registered, even if you have a scholarship, you do receive automatically one ticket to that gala, one ticket to the homecoming, and one ticket to the T3 Expo, which I will tell you about next. The next day, that Saturday, we've designed it to sort of be open. It's the day where we are going to have transportation to take people to the outlet malls. There's transportation to take people to the different parks. You can arrange them directly with the hotel. And that is for Saturday. Those that have been participating in the challenge and have won tickets for their friend or family group, those tickets will be available for you all to hit those parks on Saturday. For those of you that don't want to go out, you don't want to be in that heat, we will have things happening on site. We're going to have a breakfast buffet that Saturday morning so that everyone can get all types of wonderful food. We're going to celebrate the graduation of sickle cell warriors and caregivers who completed any stage of their education from kindergarten or 8th grade or 12th grade, college, or advanced education. If you graduated in the calendar year of 2024 or 2025, there's a form for you to fill out because we want to celebrate you at that graduation. And then we're going to have a T3 Expo, treatments, therapies, and technologies. This T3 Expo is our second time doing it. Last year, it went over very well. It includes standard treatments and therapies, but also alternative treatments and therapies, and all that information, lots of different kinds of booths and activities and resources available. If you are in Orlando or beyond Orlando and you want to participate and have a booth at the T3 Expo, it is completely free for those 4 hours to have a booth at the expo. You would just go in, fill out, and apply for approval to have your booth at the expo on Saturday. I think that's from 10 to 2. So that morning, breakfast buffet, celebrate the graduation, and the T3 Expo booths will be set up. Afterwards, people will most likely be leaving. You're going to check out the outlet malls. You're going to check out the parks. Those of you that stick around, we're going to be streaming. We're going to be showing and showcasing sickle cell warrior and caregiver created short films. We're very, very excited about that. We are working and gathering those now. If you have a short film that you're interested in us potentially showcasing, it has to be 35 minutes or less. We would love to showcase what you're working on. There's only a few spots remaining, so we will need you all to reach out and let us know. You can tell us in the chat, you can email, and let us know that that's what you want. Now, one of the biggest questions we get asked all the time is, I forgot about Beauty Within Sickle Cell. This is an initiative that we have been doing with the Maria Rivera and the Rivera family. When Jasmine Rivera passed away, she had a platform, Beauty and Sickle Cell, had a YouTube page, and she really promoted taking care of your health, as well as she talked about makeup and taking care of your wellness and your physical appearance. And so we continue this in honor and memory of her. The Beauty in Sickle Cell is an opportunity for you to come and to get sort of minor hair. It's not meant to do entire hairstyles, and there's very little things that we can do with hair, but there is usually makeup, and sometimes there's nails, artists that'll be available, and it's just an opportunity to really embrace that, and is available and open to sickle cell warriors and caregivers. Beauty in Sickle Cell will occur on Friday prior to the gala to get everybody ready for that gala that night at 7. Then we go into all of the different things we're doing on Saturday. And in the midst of all of this, these tracks and these special events, there's panels, there's education, there's empowerment, there's a fireside chats, there's community conversations, there's workshops, hands-on education. We will have a lunch each day that is sponsored, and we're going to hear from information from our primary sponsors. There's so much. There'll be exhibit booths and vendor booths. And if you want to have a booth there, you can sign up as well. We have made it very, very inexpensive. If you are a partner, or you have a sickle cell nonprofit, or a nonprofit in general, or just a small business or a big business, there's different pricing available to come and have a booth. It is that one-time price, and it is available for the entire time. It'll open up on Tuesday, and you will close that down on Saturday. Sunday, the 20th, there's no educational content or anything that's happening that day. The only thing that we will do on Sunday is those of you that are still around and have participated, we do annually a service project. This year, our service project, Sickle Cell Paints Orlando with Care. We are donating painting, art supplies to a community center that works on teaching arts, fine arts, appreciation of museums, painting, all of that to our inner city children and youth. And so we are donating we're collecting from you all, and the consortium is donating supplies for that. And then as we move forward, we are working to perhaps painting a mural in Orlando, and just paint Orlando with care. So on Sunday is when we will go out and deliver our art supplies to the community center. And those of you that wish to participate in that and to go with us, that is the only thing happening on Sunday. Mostly that's the day where people catch their flights and head on home. So the big question a lot of people will have is lodging, scholarships, registration. What about all of that? You can visit www.sicklecellconvention.org to register. That registration, if you are a sickle cell warrior or caregiver, we have created an automatic scholarship of $50 for warriors and caregivers only. You do not have to apply. It is automatic. When you get onto the site, you will see if you choose warrior or caregiver or trait warrior or trait carrier ticket, it is automatically $50. It is automatically at the scholarship rate. There used to be an application to access that. We actually took a page out of Carolyn Rowley at Cayenne Wellness and made the scholarship just automatic. And so very, very excited to be able to offer that. Now, when it comes to, I see that we're getting a demonstration. Here's the webpage. And these are the different things you can sign up for. And you can go across. There's a button there to register, the third one over. And you will be able to just go in, register, get information about lodging, travel, all of that. Now, one of the things I do want to tell you all about is the question I get is the lodging scholarship. This convention, I think, is rather unique in that we provide usually a minimum of 200 lodging scholarships for sickle cell warriors and caregivers, and we try to offer even more. It does depend on budget and finance, how much we're able to do, but we will be giving out again this year as many as we can. What that is there's no code, there's nothing like that. You will just go to the scholarship link and you will apply for a lodging scholarship. If you are and when you are awarded, you'll receive an email that you have been awarded. Now, your award might be tentative based on you registering, but if you've done all the things that you need, you are awarded a room. And that scholarship includes room, taxes, room and tax for the 15th check-in and check-out on the 20th. That entire thing is completely covered by that scholarship. Now, in order to maximize the number of warriors we're able to offer scholarships, if you are there as a scholarship recipient, rooms are booked as a double. So you will have a roommate. You do have the option to choose your roommate amongst someone else that is also registered and has also applied for a scholarship, and they must also choose you in the form. But if you choose each other, we will do our best to ensure that you are roomed together. We have to do it in this way because it's the difference between, if we hold 100 rooms for the scholarship, that's the difference between being able to award that to 100 warriors and caregivers or 200 warriors and caregivers. So the majority of those rooms will be booked as in doubles. And so anyone can apply, provided that you have sickle cell disease or you are the primary caregiver to a sickle cell warrior. And this is also SS, it's SC, it's SD Punjab, it's SI Rob, it's S Monroe. If you have one of those categories of sickle cell, you are eligible. Trait carriers are not eligible unless you are the primary caregiver to a warrior. Any primary caregivers, and a primary caregiver can be little brother, big sister, mom, dad, grandma, TT, a really good friend who is your caregiver. That can be your primary caregiver. In some cases, my cousin has been my primary caregiver that has gone to meetings with me and been my caregiver. So that definition is somebody that is offering the primary support to a warrior. Now, one thing I do want to tell you all about is we have a few additional things that we're doing. One, Golden Warriors. If you have sickle cell and are over age 60, you qualify for a Golden Warrior scholarship. Now, that scholarship, you will be awarded the lodging. Golden Warriors are allowed to bring a caregiver to share the room with them. If they are coming alone, they will be booked alone in their own room for our warriors after over 60. And you also will qualify to receive a discount in the registration. So you do have to apply for the lodging first, be awarded, and then you'll be sent a code for registration. If you've already registered, unfortunately, we cannot at this late date, we will not be able to refund. The deadline for refunds has passed. There are no more refunds in registration. And so, but if you haven't yet, go in, click on scholarship, click on lodging, and make sure to acknowledge that you are over 60. You are a Golden Warrior. You and your caregiver can attend convention, and we want to honor you, and we have some special things planned for you. If you are the caregiver of a newly diagnosed warrior, we also have a special scholarship for you. This is part of our Find Your Tribe initiative, where anyone who's warrior, their baby, little sister, brother, you're the guardian of a child, adoptive parent, foster parent, and this individual has sickle cell disease, newly diagnosed, so they are age 4 or under. You and your family, that warrior's family, a total of 4 individuals, including the newly diagnosed warrior, would qualify for the newly diagnosed scholarship. What that is up to 4 members of that family, the newly diagnosed warrior. And remember, we have a nursery and children's tracks. But that newly diagnosed warrior will be able to attend with up to 3 members of the family. All 4 of you will be allotted 2 hotel rooms to share and provided a discount for the registration for that 4. Now, we can only do these special scholarships for however long rooms last. And last time I looked, there was over 150 scholarships in there. And at the moment, our total block stops at about $250. And that includes the staff and contractors. So we need to encourage you to hurry up and get in there and apply to the lodging, because once we're out of rooms, we won't be able to award any further lodging scholarships. And I think we're getting super close. So hop in there and go ahead and apply immediately. Now, some of you have been asking for codes, and the reason you're doing that is because you know we give them out liberally. What's a code? A code can be two things. One, there are codes for dropping the rate of registration down further from $50. Also, virtually, the registration is $5, just a flat $5 for anybody that's coming virtually. But in person, there are additional codes to drop that registration down. There are codes. These codes are primarily for the local Orlandians, but there's also codes that have been set aside for the post-transplant crew, for the caregiver crew, for the newly diagnosed crew. Of course, you have your own special scholarship. There's codes, and most people will be asked to cover the registration. It's already deeply reduced to $50, and we are asking that you pay that $50. It helps us a lot. But if there are special codes that partners have, and the partners are really for lodging though, so I'll separate that. But local Orlando CBOs that are partnered with us, they have registration codes. The hospitals and clinics in Orlando have registration codes for patients. Those codes are primarily for the local Orlandos and a couple of special groups to drop registration down even further from $50. Now, we don't want any one family under one roof to have to pay more than $150 in total. So you can request a family max out code. You email finance@sicklecellconsortium.org and you say, I have a family of 6. We got mom, dad, grandma, and 3 kids all living under the same roof. And, financially, it would help if we could get a max out code. You will be invoiced $150 flat rate and then given a code for all 6 of you to register. Now, if you register without the code, 6 people would be $300. If, however, that's going to be financially difficult, for those of you that pay it, thank you so much. We appreciate it. But we don't want anyone pockets hurting because they came to convention. So if you want to register all of them under the family max out, just request it and you will get a family max out code. And everybody in your house, we've got one family of 9 that comes every year, and a family max out is available for this family. Nobody has to pay more than $150 flat because we want it to be affordable as possible to the community. So those are registration codes. Now let's talk about lodging. Partners of the Sickle Cell Consortium are able to award direct lodging scholarships. IPCAs have have one scholar they can give out to somebody else, and CBOs have, I think, 2. They can actually do maybe up to 4, but it varies how many they have, and a lot of them are already gone. But if you are awarded a direct lodging scholarship from a partner of the consortium, what does that mean? Well, it means as long as you use that direct code and you do so before the deadline, which, by the way, is this Thursday. It's tomorrow for the direct lodging codes. As long as you get it in there, it means as long as you do all the things you need to do, you're basically guaranteed a room. You get to skip the wait list, and every year the wait list gets a little bit longer. After, however, tomorrow, direct lodging codes won't matter anymore. It's going to be first come, first served until we run out of rooms. So several partners have requested codes and they have awarded codes to certain people. Those people are already in the list, but by tomorrow, all partners, by tomorrow, you will not be able to use your direct lodging codes. Now, just to reiterate, a code is not needed to register or apply for a lodging scholarship. They are just available in certain circumstances. So that's the gist of it. we work very, very hard to ensure that this is affordable, fun, entertaining, engaging, lots of great activities. You never even have to leave the hotel if you don't want to, and you will still have plenty to do. Several meals. There's lunch every day. There's a reception that first day with food. There's breakfast, but it is only for our minor warriors, age 16 and under, and their caregivers. If you are not a warrior age 16 and under, or the primary caregiver of a warrior age 16 and under, we do not have daily breakfast. The hotel, though, has plenty of options for breakfast. Lunch open for everyone. And then there's these evening activities that also have food and meals, and the gala, which is a completely plated dinner. So there's lots of opportunities for food. We offer family resources. So families, big families that are coming, we often will allow you all to request resources to additionally support. And that is still happening again this year. We just try our best to make this as good as we can, as affordable as we can, and as wonderful as it has always been. Now, I want to invite all of you to request the link to come to the office hours, which is where I'm going right now. I see one question on the screen, and then you'll need to come to office hours to ask your specific questions. Office hours are today, Wednesday. They've started at 3 and will go until 6. You could come in and come out as you would like to ask very specific questions. Today's office hours are for convention, and it is open to the general public. I lost the question, Sharonda. Can you tell it to me or put it back up? I got my room assignment, plus someone gave me a code. How do I handle that? Well, you don't need the code. If you've already been awarded, then their code is already been used. We've directly awarded you and you're done. There's nothing further you need to do. You do need to register. And once registered, that's it. Excited to be there this year. Excited to see you this year. I know that name. You've been for, I think, at least 3 or 4 years in a row. I'm super excited. I just love this. It really is a family reunion. We really do have a blast, and you get to see people that you just don't see. And our kids is my favorite part. My favorite part. All this work and all this effort, it's those kids. They make fantastic friends. They form these bonds that they just go from year to year. And when they formed these friendships, they were tiny. And then last year, they were bigger than me. And I'm like, what happened? These kids are growing up, and I love it so much. I'm looking forward to seeing you too, Clarissa. Thank you so much for your support and all of these things. And we're going to be keeping an eye on it. So please, yes, the $50 registration, if you have sickle cell or you are a primary caregiver, your gala ticket is included. Your homecoming ticket is included. Your ticket to the T3 Expo is included. It's all in that $50 scholarship rate. Automatic, no code required, no application required. We did that a few years, but if you have sickle cell and you're a caregiver, it's automatic. Last year was your first year. Oh, I'm glad you're coming again. I think we need to head over to office hours. Sharonda,
we do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we do need to head over to office hours, but I will say, if you are looking to come to office hours to ask your specific questions, what I need you to do is send me a message and say, I need the link so that we can go ahead and send it over to you, or DM us on Facebook, DM us on Instagram. You are also seeing this on Twitter, and you are seeing this not on TikTok, but so Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. DM us and let us know that you need the link, because we're not going to just put the link out there, everybody. So if you have questions, specific questions for Dr. Bailey, you are actually going to be able to talk to her. So make sure that you come over to office hours if you are interested. Now, Dr. Bailey, I do see some more questions, but I know we got to go over to office hours. Would you like to answer 2 more, or are you ready to go?
You tell me. Also, are we on YouTube? Because it looks like we might be also on YouTube.
We are on YouTube. Yes. Okay.
I can answer them. You tell me.
Okay, so there's one question that I would like you to answer, and it is, oh, hold on. It went away. It went away. Oh, I think I deleted it. I'm so sorry. Somebody was asking about the max out information. They were asking on Instagram. And so their question was, can a family of 9 that's a max out, how many rooms would they be able to get?
That's a good question, because most family max outs are only in 2 rooms, and we try to make them connected. If all 9 individuals live under one roof, so family max out is meant to be one household, not across multiple households. But if this family of 9 shares a home address, at the moment we've been awarding 2 per family max out. 9 people though, that's going to be tight, isn't it? I don't know. You know what? Because I don't know. I'm going to encourage that family of 9 to go ahead and register, to go ahead and apply for lodging, and it'll be at least 2. But we'll have to see if there's a way to sort of stretch that out.
Okay. I think that is the last question that I see on here, Dr. Bailey. This was great. People on Instagram are like, oh my God, we need to go ahead and register. They're super excited about it. The only other thing is people are asking for the link.
Okay. For the office hours?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I have one person that's saying that they want to go ahead and register today. Yes, I want to reiterate, y'all, she's not playing. If you are a warrior caregiver, you must go ahead and fill out the registration, fill out the scholarship ASAP. And if you're general and you want to come, the doors are open to you as well. But you want to go ahead and book that hotel by Friday. I do mean by Friday, because otherwise you're going to get the rate that the hotel normally has, and it's not going to be our rate, and it's not going to be our fault. Can you talk about that just a little bit, Dr. Bailey?
I can. Oh, I so can, because if you're booking your own room and you want our negotiated rate of $140 a night, then you need to do it by Friday. Friday is the hotel's deadline to give people our rate. Once we turn in our rooming list, I can't guarantee. That's why the deadline is tomorrow for direct lodging, because after that, it's going to be as we have them and can fill it in. But if you're booking your own room, and when I looked it up, this hotel's room started about $189 a night versus $140 if you do it now. And because it's a resort, there's a resort fee on top of the rate. And the resort fee is $45. So it's $189.99 plus $45 a night. If you use our link and you get it in by Friday, it's $140 plus $10 for the resort fee. So a total of $150 a night instead of $2 something, whatever.
That's a big difference.
It's a big difference. And so I am going to encourage anyone that is not a warrior caregiver, that is not in our scholarship, to book your own room, and you're booking your own room, to do so immediately and no later than Friday. We intend to request an extension, but they are not guaranteed to give it to us. So if you want to make sure you get our rate, you have to get it in by Friday. Partners, if you're giving out a direct, you've got to get it in by Thursday, because we're not going to have an opportunity to allow you to do that afterwards. Everyone, you all can continue to apply, but after tomorrow, everyone is waitlisted, and the wait list will be as first come, first served until we run out of rooms. So it's important that you all get in there and get it done immediately. And I don't know, there might be discounts that you can find somewhere, but you're not going to find anything lower than $140 plus the $10 rate. So I would just encourage everybody to go ahead, hop in there and get that done, because without it, it becomes about $235 a night before taxes.
Yeah, and I wanted to address this question here. How can I find out if my scholarship was approved? Check your email. It should be an email coming from our scholarships department, and it may be coming from Miss Maria Rivera. So please check your spam, check your emails, and if you don't see anything, send an email and say, "Hey, can you give me the status of my scholarship?" Be very proactive in knowing whether you have one or not, because you want to book those flights, guys. Flights are flighting, so you want to make sure you go ahead and book those flights as soon as possible. And Dr. Bailey, I know we have to go, but can you talk to the Orlandians that are there now and talk about how they have an opportunity to come? Because we are talking about scholarships and we're talking about lodging, and that's widely for a lot of people that are flying in. But oh my God, there is such a large population of warriors and caregivers in Orlando, in Miami, in Florida, period. So can you talk a little bit about that? And then I'll let you go, I promise.
Okay, no, sure. I'm happy to. So yes, I agree. Make sure that you check your email, and your scholarship is not approved until we have your verification document and we have your registration. So if you got an email saying that there was still anything you needed to do, understand that you really need to get that done, because after Friday, you're going to be waitlisted. So just make sure everybody checks your email, checks your spam, and if you don't see it, email scholarships@sicklecellconsortium.org. Local Orlandians, the convention is for you too. The lodging scholarship is also for you. We have come to the realization that even if you live 15 minutes away, it's not the same experience as being at the hotel. So that scholarship for lodging is for you as well. Even if you live in Orlando, you can still apply for a scholarship. You are subject to a lot of the same deadlines. So go ahead and get it in there, apply. Now, if you are worried about lodging, we have partners in Orlando and Florida abroad that have scholarships. ASAP is co-hosting this meeting with us, as is, I said that right? ASAP? Yes, right. Okay. I thought for some reason I'm thinking about SCAR, Atlanta SCAR, Florida ASAP. ASAP is partnered with us. Duchess organization, Journeys by Grace in Florida is partnered with us. We have different groups and clinics who have access to scholarships to drop the registration rate as well. That is mostly for our local Orlandians, but you can also 100% get a lodging scholarship, even if you live 2 streets over, because it is a different experience being at the hotel. Now, of course, you may choose to go home, which I get, sleep in your own bed, drive in each day. We've organized it so that for warriors, we know that mornings can be difficult. So as opposed to having those orderly 6 a.m.s and wellness, and we do still have some early sessions from 8 to 10, but our opening morning wellness and plenary sessions start at 10. So you do have a little bit of time to get over there each day. I guess that's what you wanted me to talk about. The locals, how invited you are, how excited you have you there. And I will say, if I can just say real quick, of the over 250 applications that we now have in the scholarship, I'd say less than 5% of them are locals. Most of these are people that are flying in. So locals, we are running low on rooms. It jumped 100. Last time I looked, it was like 150. Now there are 252 applications. So you need to apply ASAP, because we need to get you in there and we really want you there. When did that happen?
And one last thing. I love that it happened. I'm hoping that we jump up like 300. Like, I need all of y'all to come on out. But Dr. Bailey, there's one more thing for those that are watching that maybe you can't come. Maybe you are not able to join us at all. There is something called Sponsor a Warrior. Can you talk a little bit? I know you got to go. I know, but I have so many questions for you. But if you could talk a little bit about Sponsor a Warrior and how they can sponsor and help another warrior come and be a part of it.
Absolutely. This is open to anyone, communities, providers, anyone at all. What you have the option to do is to visit what we call Kindest. It's a site that we use for donations, and you have the option of sponsoring a warrior. You can earmark who you're sponsoring a particular warrior, or you can just donate in general. In order to sponsor a particular warrior, you do have to give the full donation amount for that warrior. And I cannot remember. We did the math. We provided big discounts. And then we said at this amount, it can sponsor an entire warrior. I don't remember what that number is, Sharonda, but they can go to the link here or visit the QR code. But if you want to just help a warrior, because that 250 something number I just gave, those are just people that are applying for lodging. And that's not registration in total. That's just lodging. And unfortunately, it's starting to look like we're going to have a wait list. We try so hard every year not to leave anyone on the wait list. But in order to ensure that we can award lodging to all warriors and caregivers that want it, it would be so helpful for those of you that are interested to help us sponsor a warrior. That means you will be sponsoring to help a warrior be covered to attend the convention. Your sponsorship is outlined when you visit that link. What will it cover? And it's a wonderful way. And we have had warriors to donate in the past to sponsor a warrior. And we've had to come from other warriors who knew they couldn't be there, and caregivers but wanted to sponsor someone. But as well, there have been like employees at companies that have just taken it on. They took it to their company, and the company raised. One year, a company raised, I want to say, nearly $5,000 for our children's track. And it's very, very helpful. And we appreciate every single dime, because the way we are situated and the way we're organized, we have very little overhead. And all of us are on stipend. We're not salaried over here. And so a lot of this is a lot of hard work for very little money. And all of that money is going right back out to the community. So every single donation is so appreciated and incredibly helpful. Was that it?
Well, Dr. Bailey, you have done amazing. Thank you so much for sharing all of this information. And no, the one that's in the chat, we will, if you just send an email, just asking and inquiring about it, and they will send you a message back. And then we will I see your name, so we'll make sure that you get a communication back to you. One thing that I want to say before we close out is, and again, if you want to go to the office hours, I'm just saying, you got all these questions, put it in the chat, send me a DM. The team is already looking at Instagram. We're looking at Facebook. If you want to come and ask questions at our office hours, you are absolutely able to do so. Okay, now, y'all, we have a whole challenge going on right now. It is the SC3 Show Up Challenge. So everybody knows that, challenges and winning prizes, the consortium will give you some good prizes. One of the prizes for this challenge is park tickets. How do you win them? I'm so glad you asked. Here's what you need to do. Grab your family group, biological, or your friend group, chosen folks that you love. And I want you to show and tell us how you and your family are showing up for sickle cell. Make it fun. Make it creative. You can be silly. You can do whatever you want. You can do music. Okay? But show how you are showing up for sickle cell. And then there will be a voting process. And then you will be able to win. One of the prizes is drum roll. Okay, I got a bad drum roll right now, but the drum roll is that you guys can win park tickets in Orlando, Florida. I'm talking about Universal Studios, Disney, Epic, whatever you want. Now, hold please. It got to be one park. So if the group, if everybody wanted, y'all got to come to an agreement and say, we all want to go to this one place, but it's up to 5 people. Oh, my goodness. I'm saying 5 people can win this one prize. It is crazy. So, if you have a huge family, that's going to help you out real good with the points. So I'm just saying, and if you can't be there and you just want to jump on this challenge, please do that too. We want to see. We want to show this at our family reunions. We want to show people in the community that never seen warriors show their fun and creative side. So this is the Show Up Challenge. Make sure that you enter in. The date on there is July 1st. I'm gonna need you to go ahead and do your video and send it to us, post it on social media, and tag us. The hashtag so that we can get it is SC3 Show Up Challenge 25. If you have any more questions about that, put it in the chat, and my social media manager will be answering those questions. I'm super excited about it, as you can tell. So make sure you guys do that for me. Now, for my last benediction, I am saying we are done for the day. Now, we could go on and on because we do have a lot happening, but we also have office hours. But I want to do one last thing, and I want to share and say thank you to our title sponsor, Vertex. We are always super excited about all of our sponsors showing love, appreciating what we're doing, and supporting this community. But we have to give a special shout out and a special thank you to our title sponsor. What does that mean, Sharonda? They are giving, they are making sure that all of their funds, well, I can't say because everybody, anytime we get money in, y'all, it goes right to the community. Like Dr. Bailey said, we don't keep nothing. It come in, it go out. But we want to thank Vertex so much for being our title sponsor. We appreciate you. We appreciate all the things that you are doing in this community. And we just want to say thank you. And now we are truly finished with our live. We got to go, y'all, because we got to talk to our partners. Now, if you are not a partner with the consortium, it's okay. You absolutely can still come to the office hours today. Just put it in the chat and let me know you need a link, or DM me and let me know. Now, I see some people on the thing. Oh, no, how are you? I'm so glad that you came in. Love it, love it, love it. All right, so thank you again. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for the time. Now, me and Dr. Bailey might go live for one of our late night work sessions. Not today, maybe tomorrow. But I do want to say thank you to this community. Thank you, thank you, thank you for showing up. Thank you, thank you, thank you for supporting us. And thank you, thank you, thank you to the caregivers for making sure that our warriors are taken care of. And I really want to make sure that you guys know that this year is truly a family reunion. So come on, bring your aunts, bring your uncles, the rich aunties, like bring everybody. We want the children, we want the advocates, we want the healthcare workers. Send this information to everyone. I do have a social media kit that you can share. But if you have any questions, one more time, you can DM us on our social media pages. Put it in the chat under here. We'll be looking at it. And thank you again for being an amazing community. Dr. Bailey, do you have any last words?
I look forward to seeing you in Orlando.
Yay! All right, guys, have a great one. And I know Juneteenth is over, but y'all rock Juneteenth. I saw so many events. And I'm so proud of this community. And for the first time, the Sickle Cell Consortium did a parade. I just had to put that in there. I mean, because baby, we was in that thing. So I'm just going to go out with the little video that we had. So bye, y'all. See y'all either in office hours or in Orlando.
Front of the parade, but things are moving rather quickly and things are moving rather smoothly as well.